Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Jody Marvin coming to you live today from my office here in Central New York on a chilly Friday morning. I don't know if you caught my story this morning, but when I was walking the grandpup, I took a quick video of the river view on. Wow, the mist on there was gorgeous, but it was a little bit chilly this morning. So, yeah, sadly, summer is over, but I do love fall. So I'm good with that, right? And it's a great time to set some goals. So, and that's why I wanted to hop on the live today because last week, I went over on my live, I went over some goal setting, and I want to go into that a little bit deeper. And so, first of all, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jody Marvin. I am an operations and management consultant, and I also train and coach women to become online business managers or to create a business that simply aligns with their goals or their passions or their skills. All right, very good. So, I do have a goal setting worksheet that I created last week, and I put the link out last week as well. And I was just going to I had planned on coming on today and sharing my screen, which I am going to do in a few minutes. But I changed my mind a little bit on what I'm going to present today because I had an awesome uh, uh, coaching session yesterday with my coach. And believe it or not, she talked about goal setting. How odd is that, right? I know that September is a great time to look at your goals. So, and I want to share what I learned in my coaching session yesterday, just the 4 tips that she provided me so that I can pass that along to you before we hit that goal sheet. Okay. All right. So, first of all, if you're here with me now live, say hello and I don't know, type a 1 in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, type #replay, and then I'll know that you weren't able to hop on live, but you caught this later. And I'm just going to check my screen over here to see if I can see anybody here. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Great to have you here. Hello, Shelly. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share those tips that I learned in my coaching session yesterday from my awesome coach, Wendy. And Wendy, if you're catching this, hello. All right. So here are the tips before we hit the goal worksheet that I created. All right. So you guys, for your goal setting, you need to remember, number 1, you want to dream big. All right. Your goals should scare you. Kick it up a notch and take your dream and put it on steroids. That's what my coach said. And I love that so much that I took my notes and I wanted to share it with you. But yeah, I mean, just don't limit your goals. Good morning, Gordy. Thanks for being here. So don't limit your goals, you guys. Make them big, huge. And you know what? You can break those down later, but yeah, you want to create that vision of what you want your life to look like, and keep those dreams big, right? So number 2 is to envision the dream and the goal. So what you could do is you could create a vision board, and I have a special surprise about that later that I'm going to announce too. Vision boards, you could do those like on your computer. You could do them in Canva. I don't know if any of you know what Canva is, but it's a neat little design tool, and you can actually create your vision board, and you can put it on your screensaver on your phone or on your desktop, and so that you can see it every single day. Or you can just simply create one that you can put on your wall. All right. And that's one thing that I'm going to do very soon. And actually, my daughter's going to join me. And I'm really excited about that. So another thing that you can do for step number 2 is to write some 5 aspirations every single day. Now, I have an app that I use. I think it's called I Am. And my aspirations pop up every single day. And you can actually click on it and it plays it for you. So that's a really great option. Another tip from my coach is to write a letter to yourself, like 5 years out. It doesn't have to be just one letter. You can do several letters, but how cool would that be to write a letter to yourself 5 years out? Just just talking to yourself about what's happening now and how you're doing then. How cool would that be? So give that a try. And the 4th thing that she mentioned, and this is tip 2 still as well, is to meditate, or not woo woo like, but just to Sit in your sit in the quiet and vision. All right, envision what your goals are. Number three is to identify your priorities. What are your values, right? Is it family, health, travel? Use one word and a short phrase, okay? So keep it simple. And this can be like your list of your big goals, right? And I'll go over that in my sheet in just a second because I'm excited about this goal sheet, guys, because I spent quite a bit of time creating this for us, and I'm excited for you to use it and give it a shot. So number four, so for each priority that I just listed in number three, which are your values, you're going to want to come up with a goal for that priority, whether it's, like health, losing weight, um, you know, let me see. I can't read my notes, but any kind of goal, that's related to, like you're going to break that down again. Like I said, family, health, travel. What is it that you want to do? What is that big goal that you want to achieve? Right? Okay. And then number five is to break out those goals into action steps, because it's great it's great to have goals and it's great to envision things, but if you don't do anything with them, they don't happen, right? So what you need to do is you need to write down your action steps somewhere. You can put this on a piece of paper. You can use your phone, use your calendar. You can use the goal sheet that I'm going to show you in just a second. It doesn't really matter. It's all that matters is that you document it somewhere and you look at it regularly and you take the action steps that you need to take, right? So we're going to break that down for you in the goal sheet. One last thing is it's recommended that you do this, do your goal setting in 90-day segments, something that you can track and finish. And then at the end of the 90 days, you want to stop, you want to reflect, and then you want to adjust your goals, right? You might have some new goals, or you might see, oh, I'm kind of lagging on this one goal. What can I do to maybe add some new action steps so that I can reach this goal, right? Isn't that awesome? So this is what that's. I had an awesome coaching session yesterday with my coach, and I'm just very happy to share what I learned yesterday. All right, so now we're going to get into actually tracking your goals and what that's going to look like. Okay, now you can either you can use a piece of paper, you can use your journal. I will have a it's going to be maybe a 1 or 2 sheet little workbook for goal setting. If you're interested in getting that after the live today, just type in goal paper sheet in the comments and I'll get that to you. Okay. So right now I am going to share my screen. And let me just see here. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. Yes, I hope that you guys are ready to take a look at your goals and crush them for 2023 because there's still time, right? Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, but it's Friday, September 15th already. Don't tell me how that happened so quickly, but the first 2 weeks in September, bye-bye. It's gone with the wind. And we have 2 weeks left in September. So that's why I'm so adamant about talking to you guys about goal setting, because we still have 2 weeks. Did you have goals that you forgot about that you wanted to maybe complete in September? You can still do it. You still have 2 weeks if you concentrate and focus on them. All right. And it's also a perfect time because you still have Q4 for to look at your 2023 goals and crush them. Yes, Jeanette, absolutely. I will get that goal sheet to you. Yes, I'm so excited. And that's going to be, so Jeanette, that'll be a paper one that you can print and you can write on. I'm going to actually share my screen in a second and show you the goal sheet that I created. It's actually on the computer. I'm more of a techie person. I do like writing things, but then I tend to lose it. Like I have all these different notebooks. And for me, creating a sheet on my Google Drive and saving it, I can pull that up anytime. I can pull it up on my phone. I can pull it up on any computer. It's available on any device. That's why I love Google Sheets. And you can also share your goal sheet with a goal partner. That's what I love about Google too. You just share it with them and you can be in that sheet at the same time and even talking on the phone or whatever and looking at your goals together. Isn't that cool? So anyway, So any of you that are techie like me, I think you'll like this goal sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys. All right, I'm going to share. I am going to share my goal sheet. Here we go. All right. Now, there's a lot of colors on here. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right, but this is the tab 1. I'm gonna look over here. This is tab 1 of the goal sheet. All right, and there's complete instructions in here. So if you get lost, just kind of go back to the instruction tab. There's quite a few tabs on here, as you can see, but the first tab is the instruction tab that gives you all the instructions on how to use this to track your goals. All right. So first of all, this is a locked sheet. It's a template that I made. So once you receive the link to this, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to click File right up here, File, make a copy, and then you're going to change the name of it to whatever you want to call it. All right, and it's going to live on your Google Drive, and you'll have access to it from any device, which is very cool. All right, so if you're out walking or if you're traveling, you can still look at your goal sheet. That's what I like about that versus the paper. But that's what works for me. So this is instruction number 2. So you're going to look at tab 4. All right. Tab 4 is right here. So you're going to click on tab 4 right here, and you're going to see these are going to be your broad goals. Let me go back to the instructions so I can read this to you. You're going to start with one single list of broad goals. All right. This is like a brain dump. Take all of your goals. What do I want to do? I want to lose weight. I want to read more books. I want to buy a new boat. I want to, what is it that you want to do? And what do you want to accomplish? These are all of your big goals, and you can section them out. Like I told you before, as family, health, travel, whatever, business, career, right? So you're going to choose, you're going to list all of your broad goals in the tab 4, which is your master list of goals. You can see what it's named right there. And this will be your master list. So, and then you're going to break those goals down, and you're going to be using the SMART goals method that I have listed here. If you don't know what SMART goals are, you can just Google it, or you can take a look. I've listed them right down here for you. I've broken them down. Alrighty. So you're going to break each one of your goals down into SMART goals later on. All right. And you can continue adding all of your broad goals to this list. So I've put some examples in this list. All right. So example, lose weight. I want to buy a house. I want to become debt free. I want to run a marathon. I want to read self-help books. That's on my list. I want more knowledge, and I want to read more. And I'm not the best at reading paper books. I like to do Audible, but I would like to read more books. So that's going to be on one of my that's going to be on my broad goal list. All right. Now, in the status column, you're going to be able to pick and choose, what is this goal? Do I want to do this goal now, or do I want to do it later? Because you're going to want to try to pick 3 goals that you can focus on. All right. Because if you try to do them all at once, what's going to happen? You're going to get overwhelmed. It's just, you can't, it's impossible, isn't it? So we're going to track the status right here. Then you can make notes for yourself in this column. And when it's done, you can simply check it off that it's done. All right. And you can uncheck it if you want to go back to it. All righty. So these are your broad goals. All righty. So now let's go back to the instructions. So number 3, we just talked about this. Oh, I have them. They're not numbered right, but that's okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your broad goals. You're going to go to your broad goal list, and you're going to choose 1 to 3 of your broad goals from that list to focus on at a time. And then you're going to break them down into the SMART goals using these tabs right here. Okay. See, we have goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. You can rename these to whatever you want. So let's say that I'm going to go to my master goals and I want to read self-help books, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to change this to in progress, because that's one of the goals that I'm going to be focusing on. I'm going to come over to my goal 1, and I'm going to break out all of my goals here. And then I'm going to put my action items in here. Now I've added categories here because I find that sometimes it's easier to group them into categories, but you do you can delete these rows. If you don't know how to use Google Sheets or whatever, you can either DM me or Google it. All right. Because I'm happy to hop on a Zoom call with you if you need help with this. Alrighty. So I'm going to go back to the instructions, and we're going to look at, this is actually supposed to be number 4. So we're going to look at an example goal. I put 2 example goals in in this Google sheet. One of them is like a it's like a self-help goal. The other one is like a financial goal to get out of debt. Now, remember, these are just examples. This is not any, financial advice or anything like that. It's just an example for you to show you how to use this sheet and to break down your goals. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Let's go with example goal number 2. So example goal number 2 is actually it's the same as goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3, right? And I just renamed it as an example. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to show you. So what do I want to do? Here's my SMART goal. I want to read self-help books to expand my knowledge. Okay. What do I have to do to achieve that? Well, do I go grab 10 books and just start reading, different chapters of them? Absolutely not. That would be silly, wouldn't it? Alrighty. So what we're going to do is let's be specific. Okay. We know what SMART stands for, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So specific, I'm going to read 6 self-help books over the next whatever, and actually we're going to measure that. So measurable, I'm going to read 1 book per month for 6 months. Now, if that's not doable for you, I know you have a busy lifestyle. Everything's different for all of us. Then you choose that that time frame for you, whatever works for you. Achievable. This goal is realistic, given that it involves reading roughly 8 to 10 pages a day. Now, is that more doable? Think about it. Oh, I want to read 6 self-help books. How am I gonna do that? I'm so busy already. Well, I'm gonna do it over 6 months and only 8 to 10 pages a day. That is so much more doable. Oh my gosh. And look at this helps. This is mindset. Honestly, this is mindset, because you're setting yourself up for success by breaking these things down into bite-sized, doable pieces, right? So relevant is reading self-help books aligns with the aim of expanding my personal knowledge. Now, you're going to come up with your own different steps here, or your different, what the SMART goals mean for you. But that's just an example. And again, time bound, we're looking at 6 months. I could even move this to 12 months if I feel like it's not doable for me, because I am in a coaching program, a 12-month coaching program. When I am in these courses, I have to implement. I also work for 2 clients. So I'm busy doing that. I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I mean, I'm busy, right? So again, so you just, you decide what measure of time is going to work for you. Okay. Now, I have taken all of these SMART goals and I've broken them down. And you're going to kind of see why I chose these categories here, because for me, it helps me. It's just a visual for me, and it gives me more clarity on the different things that have to happen. Like, I need to research books. I need to plan and schedule when I'm going to read them. I need to find the books. I need to acquire them. I need to actually do the reading. I need to review and reflect, do progress tracking, and celebrate my milestones, which is another huge thing, is to celebrate your milestones. All right. So what I did was, as you can see under research and selection, I just said, okay, I'm going to spend 1 to 2 hours looking for self-help books or asking friends for recommendations. You got to go out there and find those books. Then I'm going to create a list of these books. And you can create that list in here in the sheet. I'm going to give you a quick example. So I'm going to add a quick sheet and all you have to do is click on that arrow right there. And here's the new sheet, and I'm going to rename it, and I'll just say list of books. Okay. And then you can use this tab and say, okay, so create your vision board. So here's a list that you can create for yourself. All the books that you're finding that you want to read, you can do a brain dump into here. Okay. You could even put like a link to Amazon in here. All righty. So, and you can move these tabs around just like that. And there you go. So, feel free to use this sheet however you need to use it, but you can do, you guys, you can do so many different things in here. You need to definitely make it yours, own it, do what you need to do to make it, simplify it for yourself or expand upon it, whatever you want to do. But this is just a jumping off point. So I'm going to go back to my example goal of expanding knowledge. So you'll see here that, I've just broken everything down. So planning and scheduling, what do I need to do? Check the average length of books chosen to have an idea of daily reading time required. I mean, you kind of have to know this stuff so that you can break these goals out, right? And the cool thing is just maybe just look at these goals each day, and maybe just complete this one first and be done with it for the day, and then go on with your day. Then the next day you do the next one, right? Or you could even, depending on, how much time each action item takes, set a timer. Go back to it later that day, Maybe you could do, one goal in the morning. One task in the morning and one task in the evening. Just make it simple for yourself, all right? So that you will stick with it. Okay. So basically that's it. So you'll see, and if you're interested in grabbing this Google Sheet, type Google Sheet in the comments and I'll get that right over to you. If you have any questions about this Google Sheet, just DM me, email me, jody@jodymarvin.com. And I'm happy to go over this with you if you need any help, just to make it more customized and for yourself. Alrighty. So that's the example. That's the example goal in regards to reading more books. There's another example goal that I added, which is called get out of debt. I thought that was another really good one because a lot of people want to get out of debt. I know I do. And this is a great way to achieve it. So there are some extra columns in here that you'll see. You'll see that I've broken out the SMART goals. What do I want to do? I want to get out of debt. Here's specific. I aim to pay off, let's say $5,000 in credit card debt, whatever that amount is for you. Measurable. I will track my monthly payments and monitor the decreasing balance. Attainable. By reevaluating my expenses and setting aside a fixed amount monthly, I believe I can allocate enough to pay off this debt. Relevant. Being debt-free will provide me with financial freedom, less stress, a better credit score, and all benefiting my future financial health. Time-bound, I will achieve this within 24 months or 2 years or whatever that looks like for you, right? It depends on the amount or whatever, but all of this is specific to your situation. All right, so I've broken out all of the goals again in sections because it just seems more doable to me, and visually it's just easier to understand, because I feel like if it was just a bunch of tasks without being categorized, it may get a little overwhelming and a little confusing. So I happen to like the categories. Again, you can delete these categories. That's fine. You're going to see that in the example goal that's financial related, I did put a column for the amount so that you could track the amounts and things like that. Again, you can change any of the columns. You can change any of these rows. You can do what you need to do with a sheet. All right. So I am going to go back to the instructions again. And I'm going to go through the rest of these instructions. So you're going to want to start with your own first goal. You're going to use goal 1 right here. Now, of course, you're going to put you're going to do the first thing. You're going to put your master list of goals in here. This is your brain dump. Make sure that you track your status here. All right. So once you have your brain dump in here, you're going to take whatever goal you want to focus on, and that goal right here is going to be expanded upon here. So I'm going to say read self-help books. This is going to be my read self-help books goal, and you can even change the name of it just like I did right here. Okay. And then you just start listing your things in here. And your first goal is to get your goal sheet done, is to get that goal tab done, right? Exactly. So, all right. And we've kind of already touched on this, but let's just go through these anyways. So we're going to reverse engineer your huge goals. So your large goals cannot happen overnight. We already know that. So let's reverse engineer them by breaking them down into digestible bite-sized pieces in our little tabs over here. That's why I love Google Sheets, guys, because I'm telling you, because you can open this anywhere. You can do this from anywhere. You can go on vacation and say, oh, I want to look at my goals, because, it should be accessible, right? All right. So the next step is use the SMART goals method. You're going to list each SMART goal step at the top of your goal sheet. We talked about that there. Go back to the instructions, and you're going to see right here. These are the SMART goals broken out. S is specific. You know what you want to do. M is measurable. You can track your progress. A is achievable. It's something that is possible to do. R is relevant. It matters to you. T is time bound, and there is an end date. Now, that's something super important that I'm going to touch on right now. I'm maybe getting off a little bit off track here, but I need to touch on that. Your goal needs to have an end, all right? It can't go on and on and on and on. You need to, that's why in the beginning I said that if you can do this in like 90-day cycles or segments, at the end of 90 days, you're going to want to come back into your goal and you're going to want to take a look at it. Stop and reflect and see how you're doing, see what you need to improve, and adjust your goals as needed. You can add more tasks right here. So you can add more tasks down here at the bottom. You can do, you can adjust this any way that you want. You can delete tasks and say that's no longer relevant after you've done a review after 90 days. Also, it doesn't have to be 90 days. I mean, you could review it in 30 days or 60 days, or whatever works for you. Okay. Depending on how big that goal is, right? So then we're going to break out your goal into action steps. You're going to list each step it will take to get to your broad goal. And I just showed you, you can section these off into categories, which I like because it makes it easier for me to see what I have to do instead of seeing a bunch of tasks and then just say, oh, I'm overwhelmed and I'm just going to leave it and ignore it, right? We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to, I'm going to tell you a quick story. So my husband and I, we have our own Google sheet. We have, good morning, Jessie Lynn. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. My husband and I have a goal sheet and we share it. And sometimes I'll, jump in it during the day and it's funny. And then you can tell when he's in it too, because his little face will pop up in the corner. But I went in my goal sheet recently. Hi, Bonnie. Great to see you here. Thanks for being here. We're talking about goal setting today. And this is the Google sheet that has been created. And it's just a lot of fun. So anyway, so I opened up our 2023 goal sheet and I had forgotten to look at it for a while. Yes, I did. And I was really bummed because there were a couple goals that I wanted to achieve and I forgot about them because I forgot to look at my sheet. Oh my gosh, I was a little bit disappointed. I told my husband that. I was like, of course I didn't get it done because I didn't look at it. So isn't that funny? And that's why I want to share this with you guys. Because you need something tangible in front of you to be able to look at, right? So, oh man, too funny. All right, so we're breaking out our goals into bite size action steps in all of these little tabs over here, okay? And guys, you can add more tabs. It's super easy. If you don't know how to do it, I did show you earlier, there's a plus button here, but again, you can either Google it. If you need any help, you can DM me and I'm more than happy to walk you through it, okay? So, it's okay. Now we're on step number 8. Do you want to collaborate with a goal partner? Hi, Grace. Great to see you here. Bonnie, I have not printed out my goal sheet, and that is an excellent idea. That kind of goes along with vision boarding too. I would love to be able to take my goals and put them somewhere. And actually, that would probably be more doable after you break them down. Like, here's my master list of goals. I love seeing those, but I think I would probably want the 3 that I'm focusing on at the moment, like posted somewhere. That's a great idea. So you know what? I need to come out with something where we can take these 3 goals that we're focusing on and maybe print them so that we can post them somewhere or put them as a screensaver or like our phone screensaver. So that's a great idea. Thank you, Bonnie. All right. So as far as collaborating with a goal partner, it is super important to have a goal partner because it's anytime you have like a workout buddy, a business buddy, whatever, when you have someone who is talking you through these things, or they can talk through their goals, you can talk through yours. I mean, what does that do? It expands your thinking. I know that when my husband and I go out to breakfast on the weekend, we come home so super pumped because when we're able to talk things out, our goals, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, yes. It's light bulb moments. And it makes me want to come back to my goal sheet and type more stuff in, right? As long as you look at it and don't forget about your goals from January of 2023. Oh, well, it's okay. Because you know why? You can still work on them starting today, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's never too late. Alrighty. So as far as tracking this with your goal partner, what you can do is this is just a quick tip in Google Sheets. And this is why I love Google Sheets, Docs. I love their PowerPoint, not PowerPoint, it's their Google Slides, because you can share this with a partner. So all you have to do is go up here and click share, and you just type in their name, and it will send them an email with a link, and they'll click on that link, and they can visit your sheet. You can actually hop like on a Zoom or hop on a call, and you could be talking about the sheet at the same time, and you can see what tab they're in. Their little face will pop up right here when you know that they're in there. Isn't that cool? It's so helpful. I'm telling you, to have an accountability partner that you can team up with to talk about your goals. Oh my gosh, how much fun is that? I mean, like, even for like business partners, or like, say that you have the same goals in mind. Say that you wanted to read, say we're in a book club or something, and you want to read so and so books. You can collaborate in your goal. The more the merrier, I say. All right, so the next step is to follow up, revisit this sheet often, and I'm talking probably daily, because don't be like me. My two goals that I forgot about, they were tucked away in a tab, and pretty bummed about it, but it's okay. So that's why it's so important. Just revisit it often, adjust your action items, figure out what you can do to check off these, your tabs, uh, on a daily or weekly basis, whatever works for you. All right. So next is to make this sheet your own. Just like I said, again, this is a locked sheet. You need to make a copy of it first to make it yours, because when I send you the link, you're gonna come in here and you're not gonna be able to type anything because it's locked. It's a template. Okay. So again, go in here, follow instruction number 1, click file, make a copy, give it a new name. You're good to go. All right. And then in each tab, you can add whatever you like to track. For example, if you have a financial goal and you need to list all your monthly expenses, just create a new monthly expenses tab. And it's not difficult. Then you can add, like, you could put all your expenses. You can use the sum formula. There's this Google Sheets does a lot of stuff, guys. So it's fun to experiment with it too. So all right, so you're going to make this sheet your own. The last tip in this sheet is to rinse and repeat. Just repeat the steps above for new goals and just keep it going. Don't stop. Revisit it, okay? And adjust as you can. And you know what? Make it simple for yourself. If it's too overwhelming, then I know that's what happened for me with those 2 goals that I talked about that I forgot about. I think life just got overwhelming, and I just didn't look at it. Another thing you could do is you could send yourself emails on a regular basis to say, look at your goal sheet today. Maybe you could do it like on a weekly basis, daily basis, whatever works for you. You could use your Google Calendar. You can create a task in your Google Calendar that sends you a notification on your phone, or you can schedule yourself emails with reminders. And in that email, you could have a link to your sheet. How cool is that? Just make it super simple for yourself. So that said, that's your goal sheet, guys. This is it right here. I really hope that you guys will grab this sheet, make it your own, and list all of your goals, and then visit them daily. And I would love to know if you're using this sheet. Come into the community. Let us know how you're doing, because you know what? We're all in this together. We're here to lift each other up. We're here to support each other. We all want to see each other reach our goals, right? So yeah, let's do this in the community, and just engage in here and ask us questions, because that's what we're all here for. So this is super exciting. I hope you guys like this. If tech stuff or Google Sheets or whatever is not your thing, that's fine. Again, just ask me for the printable goal sheet instead. Just type printable goal sheet in the comments. I can't remember what I said in the beginning. I said something about the printable one. If you want the printable one, just tell me in the comments. If you would like the Google Sheet version, type Google Sheet in the comments and I'll get that right over to you. Alrighty. So that's what I have for you today. Oh my goodness gracious. This was so much fun. I had so much fun creating the sheet and I'm super excited for you guys to use this. Alrighty. So, before I wrap things up here, I just have a couple of exciting announcements. Oh my goodness. Some fun things are coming. Thanks, Grace. Yes, I will get that Google Sheet to you. Absolutely. So you guys, you remember my very first Facebook Live Q&A with Lauren Buckner, attorney Lauren Buckner? Wasn't it amazing? It was about how to structure your business. Well, I am very excited to announce that we are going to have a corporate attorney who is also a business strategist, and she helps women build their businesses. She is going to be visiting us monthly until the end of the year to answer all of our questions. Yeah. How lucky are we? We have access to a corporate attorney who's a business builder. So keep an eye out for that schedule. I believe the first one is next Wednesday, the 20th at 11 a.m. And then it will be October, November, and December, the middle. I believe it's the middle of the month. It's going to be 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to try to keep it the same time. So I hope you guys can carve out some time, save the dates for that, because I am so honored and so excited that Lauren is going to come here and talk with us about, finishing off the 2023 strong. Yes, Bonnie, this is amazing growth for the community. And it's just going to be so helpful for all of us. It's just so valuable just to have Lauren come in here and give us her time. So come prepared with your questions, you guys, for each of those sessions. I do have to create the topics still. So I'll be working on those and I will be announcing those, but you're going to see the schedule, you'll see the topics. And I really want everyone to come prepared for that because who else has an attorney that they can ask questions about their business? This is super, super exciting. So, oh my goodness gracious. So anyway, so that's the first announcement. The second announcement is we talked about our goals today, right? We talked about number two, envisioning your dream or your goal, and by doing a vision board. Well, guess what? I'm so excited about this too. Let me see. What day is it? Okay. I don't know. It's November 2nd. I believe that's a Tuesday. November 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're doing this in the evening so that hopefully everyone is, off of work. They're comfortable. They're home. Anyway, we're going to be creating a vision board with an amazing author, a ghostwriter. She has authored her own books, and she actually has written this book. I just bought this book. It is called Create Your Vision Board. Her name is Marsha Layton Turner. She is a classmate of mine, and she actually lives in Rochester, which is only an hour away, so I'm hoping to get together with her soon. She has conducted vision boarding at her local Barnes & Nobles, and she is going to be our guest on November 2nd to help us create our vision boards, you guys. Is that so cool? I'm so excited about that. So be prepared for that. There's going to be more details coming forward on that. You will need some supplies for that day, but it's probably, just a few things that you'll need. So please carve out that date as well. Save the date, November 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. And oh my goodness gracious, I will actually give you more information too if you want to grab Marsha's book, because I'm so excited about that. And I'm just excited that we're going to crush our goals because we have so many exciting things going on here. And all righty. So, oh, the last thing that I wanted to talk about too is that I've been talking about I am creating a 5-day challenge that'll be coming up soon. I'm working on that behind the scenes. I was hoping to do that at the end of September, but we'll see about that. Okay. Because I don't want to rush things and I want to really have really good content and be ready for that. So, that said, this wraps it up for today's session of goal setting. I had so much fun with you guys. Yes, yes, Grace. This is a great book. I can't wait to dig into it. And you know what? I actually will use my goal sheet here for my book reading, and this is going to be one of my books. But oh, it's so exciting. I've been wanting to do a vision board for such a long time. I did do one years and years ago, and it was so much fun. I did it in person. But I can't wait to do it again. I mean, because I haven't done it in so long. And I need that. We all need to do our vision board, right? So anyway, so please save the dates for Lauren, save the dates for Marcia, and dig into your goal sheet here. And please tell me how you're doing with your goals. All right. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Let me do that for you right now. I'm going to drop the name of the book in the comments right here. Yes, it's called Create Your Vision Board by Marcia Layton Turner. And I will actually, I'll grab the link. I think she sent me the Amazon link. So I will drop that in here as well. But you guys, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to dig into all of this with you and to see what you're coming up with for your goals. But let's get the conversation going in here. Especially, yeah, exactly, Grace. Exactly. I know. I'm 53, and it's time for you. Yes, exactly. You got that right. So much fun. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Yes, this has been an awesome session, and I'm so grateful that you guys show up here because you know what? If I can give you all the tools in the world, and if you don't use them or if you don't show up for them, then you know they're not going to work, right? Because you have to actually show up, you have to use them, and I'm thrilled that you're here and you're showing up for this because it actually inspires me to keep going and to keep creating more content to help. All right, thank you. I'm grateful for you too, Grace. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, you're going to be 47 in November. You're still young. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. This was an amazing session today. I'm so excited to see what you're going to share in the community. And have a great weekend. Great rest of your day today on Friday. And let's crush those goals for the next 2 weeks. For your September goals, and then let's really hone in on your 2023 goals. All right. I know that I'm going to, and I'm super pumped about it. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.